Okay, here's another question for each of you, and Carolyn, you get to be the first to answer this one. Name a time or discuss issues that you worked on for the benefit of the city.
Having been on the Housing Commission, the most recent thing that I've worked on is the Housing Steering Committee, working on the affordable housing for the city of Menlo Park. It's a difficult task, and I just had to embrace the process. As it turns out, there were some people that were not happy about the choices that were made. However, we were able to rectify one major choice, and I think the residents walked away satisfied with that. We still have more battles to go through in terms of the places that the locations that we've chosen, and so that's a big project that's still sitting ahead of us. We're moving forward, though, and hoping to be able to do this where we maintain the quality of life and meet the guidelines that we have to do for the state. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn. Okay, Ray?
Can you repeat the question?
Name a time or discuss issues that you worked on for the benefit of the city.
Okay. So on the Transportation Commission, we've seen a number of issues. I think the best example that I can talk about where I've gone out into the city proactively and worked with people would be the Willows traffic study. For a number of years in the Willows, there has been a continuing debate about how to deal with cut-through traffic. And this year, actually, I think it was probably late last year, we knew that a traffic study was coming to us that was basically going to have a lot of debate in the Willows. There was a number of traffic calming features that were going to be introduced, and we were told it was going to be controversial. So what I did was I went out into the community, and over 6 weeks I had 4 coffee shops and a local coffee shop, and I moderated people just interacting with each other. I just listened and let them talk and made sure they were polite to each other. And when that finally did come to us, then at the Transportation Commission, the council chambers were filled, but I knew most of the people there. And we were able to vet that issue with the consultants. And you know, most people will tell you we reached a consensus that night that it wasn't the appropriate plan for the Willows. And we saved the city approximately $300,000 by doing that. And I'm proud of that accomplishment, and that's what I'll do as a council member.
Thank you. Dave.
Thank you. I'm actually going to focus on one topic because my life is surrounded around serving the community in many different ways. So the one that I missed in my intro, I want to talk a little bit more about youth football. And the children that I coach, I start at 5 to 7 years old, and a lot of things that I instill on the field with them is stuff that they're going to have throughout their lifetime. And everybody knows that the children are our future, and they need to learn from us. We need to be good role models. So one of the things that they learn with me is I teach them about sportsmanship, camaraderie, leadership, and integrity. And for a lot of these kids, this is their first time in organized sports. I'm their first coach in the real world. And on the field with me, they learn some of their very first life lessons that they're going to learn that they'll take with them the rest of their life. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Kelly.
Over the last 8 years, that's all I've been doing is getting involved in the community and making things happen. I stood up to Cargill. I was, Cargill has proposed to fill the bay on Menlo Park's shoreline. I was one of the first signers of a letter opposing, and now there's over 100 elected officials that have signed that. It's hard to be out in front. I co-authored a resolution with Andy Cohen, which we passed at the City Council, registering formal opposition. It's not easy. They went after me, and they'll go after me again, but I will stand up for you. I'm persistent. We've done Safe Routes to School projects, or they're in process for each school. The Coleman Avenue one took 6 years because it's 5 jurisdictions. I had to line up Town of Atherton, the county, Menlo Park, and Sequoia Union High School District, and Menlo Park City School District to make that happen, and we did. You can't give up.
Okay. Catherine?
Oh, gosh. In the past 10 years I've lived here through HIP housing, I've mentored recently homeless mothers and the Boys and Girls Club. I tutored a little girl after school, which if you have any time at all, I highly recommend. It's one of the most rewarding things. It's amazing. I've raised money for Vista Center for the Blind to help the visually impaired and to send blind children to a camp. On the Parks and Rec Commission, I reviewed and was involved in extensive community outreach on the swimming pool. It's important to note that all the other communities in the peninsula subsidize their swimming pools. The people's tax dollars go to keep that. And I voted to award Tim Sheeper the ability to run our pools, to continue to run Burgess and the aquatics program. We are the only one where we have a pool that actually pays our city, that is financially stable and run very well. And I hope to continue, I'm out of time, working along those lines.
Okay.